Boadi Amaya Anapay say Yan Sumno, Nafio no Yamenso on Yan and Casa Yamebatampa Yadawa CBM. Yes, Rosa no pay Mayan Tewone Radipahu Casa Train. Sisi Kumana Yajuni, Mayanin Kunim, Christo Yesidimo. Amen.
Audio muted. To unmute yourself, press the star key twice. Mute off.
Nyamema Enra Kasafa Niyama Bia Kasa Etimi Eputu Yenfie no at risk. Awariano Ayon Kofano betumi aye risky. Dear NSA say Yam fire Juan Shinyankoponi Swasia. My card ye static. Never be a wha ye in your barber frying. O my men over by a jay na would ye in Baba Befra Yamia Moa, as soon as I saw no a bit do a chia de a how. And you won't know your but and that's how I would not say worry mo. And our jay by be away do to me be a but ye would to us a bit to me the however. And as a quiet fashion, so near for no eternity. Sometimes, no, a bit to me at the how abba. Say, Yania, yam choose to say, you're no right there. Those risk factors know why I say, ye check it, my the show young upon this was. And me no share. Look out for the signs. Ye warn you maybe so you should look out for. You maybe know what you should look out for. My born your man is so. But the men can't was because a woman name ever can't was. But you should look out for these signs, no sending a ya already ye at risk dada. And the signs be a why and none eba na ba be abe generate as a baba kick risk factors no abu boma majerese. I start to say a baba be dienya. So can kind Proverbs 20 verse 3 Bible no say it is honorable for a man to resolve a dispute, but any fool can get himself into a quarrel. Ebusam when him say Solomon or Chro Ebusami wafani oma bebrimo and a walker or say a honorable a share no nyam a papa ma onipa bia say ohwe say oma entokwa ema say osiesie na kwan ototo na kwan nanso sabio ojimifo bia de ya no afiri ntokwa ase. So heard this Solomon Kanoa. Ye betumi aye nyansafo animdefo nipa ye nimu oduro. Si ye den totoye ene nsiesie ba fie da bia ba yakwa mu da bia. Na emom se ye ya ne ye pagya ntokwa ye ya bi begina bia ne ye pagya ntokwa Solomon se ende esa na ye kwa yes nti I say ye twe ho free enuoma am I this static quarrel? Tina may say, look out for the signs. Look out for the signs. And then we say, oh, share a choir hodo and nine so a common say. Our refu to me, I say, I am Gofano. Sa a choir hodo na as a set ye see ano. Ye honorable enough to resolve some patterns no. Say ye kuntia sa no mano a yes and say ye be kuntia ye ho. Every say the entire ye ya this year nyina ne say ye betumi na me betumi aboa ye ama yetumi ako atia nneɛma a ɛsɛe fie no sene sɛ yɛbɛko atia yɛne ayɛ ho. Nyame pɛ sɛ yɛ team up. God wants us to team up to defeat these forces that threaten our marriages. Nyame pɛ sɛ yɛn team up. Love may be a mystery. Kwan a yɛfa so dɔ deɛ still no ne nipa ntumi nte aseɛ. Because yɛwɔ ayɔnkofa bebree wɔ hɔ a ntumi nte aseɛ deɛ nti a ɔdɔ ama pasaa wɔ mu. But danger signs no a ɛsɛe love, ɛsɛe marriages, ɛsɛe relationship no deɛ ɛnyɛ mystery. Ɔdɔ na yɛntumi nte aseɛ kwan a yɛdodɔ yɛn ho anaasɛ Nyame tumi dɔ yɛn ne yɛtumi de kyikyakyi yɛn ho yɛka bɔɔ mu kwan yɛfaa so bɛhyiahyia yɛ. But nneɛma a ɛsɛe fie no deɛ biara ni hɔ a wɔbɛtumi aka sɛ mekora menim ade koro nti a ɛyɛyɛ saa. Dabi. Ɛnyɛ mystery. You can solve it. You can do it. Ɛkwan a meba bɛka ho asɛm yi ɛyɛ kwan a wɔbɛtumi aka sɛ ɛyɛ toxic. Ɛyɛ ɛkwan a ɛnyɛ kwan papa. Ɛne kwan sɛ wɔma no ɛtena ase. Ɛyɛ ɛbɛtumi a poison your well. Ɛbɛtumi ɛde poison egu nsuo mu. Ɔdɔ nsuo, ɔdɔ bura no. Ɛbɛtumi de poison egu mu. Sɛ wɔsɛ wɔnya ho hwɛ a these patterns can erode all the positive things that drew you together in the first place. So wanyɛ ho hwɛ a nneɛma a ɛka wo bom asiesie wɔ de fie ne sii hɔ. In fact, the first day a mohu mo ho na mo ne gye mo ho na mo yɛyɛ nneɛma no saa deɛ wei bɛtumi asɛe nneɛma pii nti ɛsɛ sɛ wohyɛ no nso saa. Ɛyɛ nneɛma 4 ɛna mepɛ sɛ mebɔ so briefly that are causing a lot of unhappiness, even divorce, to so many couples. Now it is still among the most important evils. As I said, you see, I know a coin. Saa nneɛma ɛnɛ yɛ destructive. I was say, oh yeah, ahon ahweye. Ɛyɛ escalation. Ye din komo ye kasa. Na wama no abounce. Ye mu ye obia ebetumi aba. Say ye din komo ye kasa no wama na bounce. Wama na ye heated. Na fe na apeja to the extent say as I say we be cry walking out around. Na say we free fie. And I say okana no too. Escalation. It is like what goes round comes around. Okachremia, Mr. Kabiachro, may you say, I was say, a evil. We need to pray. Senya memoana ye fear no. We don't experience that. The other one, a dangerous near invalidation. Invalidation. Say, I say. I was saying, come a peja would drew Gina Penby. A bow basso. Me can say more nika a goo assume. A man who say awesome. But dear we be an say a puto mamma cry. I don't want to raise you up, said the drew Gina Penby. And go any bejo who say we a nipa yame do invalidation. A evil, destructive partner. You need to fight it as a team. Yenina was a tenacity who says, Sanya my way. Yaman so ya brabum, and they are worrying. And we fight it together. And Yabako for because a bako for us, okay. Yan Casama mem pejamano. Now of friends, they one day one vahon, no one who nuasia or nuasia. And found I need ye and encoso be the third one is withdrawal and avoidance. Yeah, anybody beautiful. What if you na? I need you a man near the Adena Sakasakasa, Upie coca cra na oba, abajo, our remu dear. Oyen is a upia. It is a ubibo tape no. No, me a pause. said ye tie bia ni ho a wo beba wo say na adwo. No. It is either they will withdraw, say they call it now, or avoidance. And as I say, who cry who a pause no appear. A besa peja, and then come on to Nasa. Nasa 2 hours and I'm de resolve ye come out will be a coma joy, ye na mother coy and gayas and say, they must start, you know, a bit me a linger for a week, a month, even a year. So, yes, I'm penny phone be too for say, oh yeah, already encourage me a pie, conantic a crown na comanajo. It doesn't work like that. Any paco man, I brought the all can want once. And so a destructive pattern you should avoid. Say, obey that withdrawal or avoidance. And the fourth partner, a negative, destructive, and they say, obema negative interpretations. And if no ma asem no so a na waji akosi baby. Or ma asem no so a na wo fa no say wote ase wonim de ono walker enti no oh de o pachire ni oh etesi wa wari mu papa as I say yakosra ya maame akosi bobo ahona yi de holiday we de mbese yakosra ya maame pese ya mane no na was oh ya hwie sikasem kakra hey what do you mean make bobo maame asem so bia now the bibia ba betwem negative interpretation we are one of the examples I'm them. Sometimes you don't need these things say any panel reason or the amanya na ube face reason, but you want to read underlining meanings be into it, negative interpretation. How warrior papa any panel maswa oh the old. These four destructive patterns, so the Americans say, "Yenye honorable, ye fear." So the Solomon Akaya, Proverbs 20 verse 3, or say, "It is honorable for a man to resolve a dispute." Ye saying a ye nunyamaye, a ye nkunimdie maye, a ye nyame pese yetnasia. We should be able to make sure say saniyama we no, you fight against it. Other than that, no, now you are the opposite of the other. Once we understand these patterns or destructive signs, no, we can learn to recognize them, then use nyame papaso to protect our relationship. Say you say a very destructive. Mama nyame moye na yentumi recognize say e befrase e beba na yensre rade say oma yentumi protect ye fie no from these enioman. Ade ba ko a yesu ade me pese wo ti ase pa fa wo ho. Enso me ti ase fa me hono ne say as human beings no, we are not very good reporters of how we actually behave with our mates or our partners or with our husbands and wives. You're good reporters. The entire American answer, Otla wari muna utia. Beme report it. Awari no said the university. No banso report it. Said the university. But you say you're good reporters. Say eba yen ho na ye kan semu a ye say di odi yen ni awo yen ni a mitikura pa me homete. Be careful say who tie awari asemu a who tie one side ya no start making judgment. Be very careful. So who tie ya sana kuru nye menya say bi da, because as people no, we are not good reporters of how things happen. Say by your knee, your partners, your emotions, your near my vibration, or their report until whenever we tear our SMBR on the other four. Do not go about saying, ni ukunu, anyadi, beme, ani obey so. No, Be careful. Don't go about thinking, say, you understand what in us here. Because the war reporter, when you're good reporter of whatever is happening with the mate, when you're good reporter of that. Because the expectations is him and any panel meeting and what any no reporter. So we third person. Utiewe na utiewe a ohun say oh na senka ye ni say ya all the time no so we third person na utie be careful say obetia fanu no mienu wie wasere nyame no akaide because me kai say me share doctor be on any wife mama no anko school but Uncle school asking so be a worried doctor there when him say I was say to make kind there but only degree asking that and papa no I know a waffle for a waffle now and I saw no so papa no young for so and I'm a doctor Befi the report said the university and the Ebi so for whom says nipa bonini na me yere nioma say not tabekasa and dinner was me frɛ mama no so na say mama Brian kasai en nkomo no bae say o papa ba ha na me say an dey nsem no kan na so ma me be say me tie doctor sem ne say na yere ya da powerful. Since 1982 no or year store man chrono na ye kroketu abi no ono kwa na yere kwa na was store sika ye di shame any ade the store no da so ye store amanfo aba be shopping mall na ade na yere ntumi antene store into a shopping mall so we it mean the bobra investment me investi was at the chochopo na okokohun wo ho ana me yes man na adena went me expand suffer na ubusan so na tua danka ana say wonya de sa dwetire ma me papa ya wie me de bako homa me de tua danka ye de yese na ye be dey expand ayen shopping mall. Dear me pesa what ya say we are not good reporters se ba ware mu a se me na me ka de misusu se me yire ye me a otia na watie ni tin so obi nso na ka otia na watie ni tin because reports no there be ya na enioma we be hihim just make sure say what ya say because enioma enioma na ma boss escalation invalidation any negative interpretation near the adenina a result from the fact say we are not good reporters of how we actually behave with our mates or our partners. Just take note of that. So wo the wo kan fa wo ho kan ni nyina ho no naturally no wo ye blinded wo ne o mapi ho na wo de ka men so meti ase say be boa me sene be ya yen reportage no ye betumi ate ase say ye ni pay na ye wo emotions and expectations ye taking it too far. And the first thing I was saying is deal with the negatives first. Man Congo yes the negative our realm. For most of us, the negatives in life are more salient than the positives. About our realm, there be a negatives more important than the positives. Now over as here in some basic ways, say sana toda etie. Every say ube tumini ni partner na ye ni oma papa me ye ho saa. But one critical negative comment from a family member or co-worker can wipe out many other good things that happened in our lives. But one negative thing, enya bompe shum na shut it off near money. So that one negative comment be ena me kunu kasa na me kaye boom a putun off and no won hwe bibia biem ko hafe no wata say ma ba me ne ti adwene won tirim ni sa so mesi ena chese ena me ka say yenye good reporters no because ade no nipa no a one ne tie no asem ba ko a waka no watimi akoda interpret ya ma no say nipa me ne ti adwene won tirim ni ade o fa me ho ni. And so please yen try say we will deal with the negatives. They are very, very important. We will deal with the negatives first. For instance, Bemabia on any year or Montamatete Kakra. Now, open a year back, and Obanon so I said, well, no, before Russia. Bemanishi, I don't know. Does he make you happy? Does he make you laugh? So, on my sorry. Obana say he does not make me cry. Asem no, and girl say yes, and I did. But I say he does not make me cry. And on my ministry, on my ministry. This example illustrates how focused most of us are on the negatives rather than the positives. And Kawabe to me, I can be before fraud than say he does not make me cry. And only the MT America say, you good reporters, or near man is see where you need your partners in terminal. He does not make me cry. Interpretation be brave. Than say, or make you or my sorry, or just a woman when it. Well, my means. Or my means. How often do you think about the past? How often do you think about the past, the months, the days, all in the past of your relationship? Now we'll be focused on the one or the two or the three fights rather than all of the other positive times you had together. Any partner say na yes sin wo ye bre mu aware no mu a na ye ka edin koma. Ye wo good times, the positives are you between the asere, but one fight be and two fights be or at worst 3 fights be wo mu a. Unye kasa na no mom na haba ne nipa no pese yen won fa no en cancel asetena no ni abrabo bia de akoso wo ye bre. It is so powerful when you decide to focus on making yourself and your partner happy instead of on what you think is making you unhappy. Senka ye tenase ni ye hwe se ye bema focus na ko na ye de ani gie ba momus ne se ye behwe de emfe ni gie ma no so a enke ye nya a powerful tool ye de betenase abobra we aware. It is a way to reframe your whole relationship. Our no, what the 2 picture frame from. Now the no say, turn unhappy reportage no to happy reportage. Because over to me other side of it. And over to me, whenever you lose sight of those positives, it is easy to let the negative emotions take over. And the fear no, and I'm say ye nipa, ye bet me dwell on the negatives no more nintino. We say there be na positives no so na dosun wa abrabom. Positive dosun wa abrabom pa but nya non so and yahwe. Negatives na and also na ye de cancel out. Entimoma positives no yen mayen lose sight of it, so that major impacts na beba yasetenemo no any ya pomudin mu any ye fie ni ya ware ya pomudin no will be based on positive so that we get the positive side of life. And the one exercise be a yetaya or counseling and it said you may help couples no e ba ne ye ranting ye kasa na asem no aye din no just sometimes no betumi aka say enti ade pa bia ni ne ho where we have a solid relationship nanso the anansa kwa we ye ni ade ade. And the one exercise I will betumi ama o ma ye ne say right. List all the positive things you or your partner has done in the past, in the last week, in the last month, or even the year. And one or you be dia or Troy, I want to see say me I just want to share the or no or the buy. Yeah. List it. Nipa bebre no ka say list them one. And no boatro. O ka so amfa na no nka aye. Oba baako. Ena odinisuo kasa ware ni sun ni ade and so list. Anema positive be ade ohun fa pen ni paper. I'm giving you some time. Right. Just the baby be actual. Until the oba ni tro ye ni. I say, my husband works really hard to provide for us and pays all the bills. He takes care of the house and the garden and keeps it looking really nice. He comes home for dinner every night and takes time to talk to our kids. He is available to help them with their homework and reads to them at bedtime. He buys me presents for my birthdays and Christmas. He tolerates my annoying brother-in-law whenever they visit us. We do nice things during the summer, even go on some vacations. He does remember our wedding anniversary. He makes sure the kids make me cards for Mother's Day too, and takes care of all of our food needs during that day. As you help me to write this, I realize he does a lot of really nice and good things for me and the kids. I didn't realize that when I complained and when I was harsh all the time about his lack of communication, I was forgetting all these other good stuffs. Mame no paper ochoro ya. Nebesi na me da suketo. Waba esun afa nipa no ho. Atete nipa na de na FM. And so the conversation in kusi baby ade obeka bia. Nyame ma adwene say no, write the positives. You just write. Because okay say one can onya start ya na asaba, but write, take your time. And the preparation, take your time, please. Home. What dear for paper. Let's start the show. I'm walking around. You sit down. Yeah. He is able to see, say, or your hard work, because hard work you when you have a problem. When you daje my and now when you say, and now Okoba, I just say natural. But what no, Nanya Mebuama or coming to the senses. No, but when you say, oh, hard work in the Sabua, I will say it pays a duty at the other. And you know, ye mfichi fu nso oye mu adwuma efie nso oye mu adwuma ema enioma obesususo mu ofie enwumere de breakfast na toda and to no fear, but and you made your beba a buseni in a betina table, edity. One in Kurano Casa, no woman you homework, and son or Makwa, or kind chira woman so. Birthday, ne Christmas, ne important days away a Bremen, okay? Dear, me refu cry and say, me mabusiafo ebesra ne ebinum ho ahomte but one complaining about our mother edu time bia say ye tu kwan ne ade he is there on here beko Mother's Day or ho wono wo ye ne de no no wo boa mofra no nso mo nso churo bibi fa me ho enkra no nyina me train me hunu say oh say me say ninkomo lack of communication no na me gina so etete me hunu ya menya me ho onim komodi ya no te ho o kasa no ho kra o kana no atum wonfi but say owo anipa bebre owo nipa bebre or ne pabebre. Wiki mo besa wotenase. Now once you take it time. Fashion tell me say you may not be a good reporter of everything about our spouse. A natural say why I won't at the papa be and drum fan. But there are the papa who and this week do that exercise. Take your time and write. Okay, Candia. Will be bounce back and on here me and chrobi papa bia. But what you can do, say take your time and write. So boas natural. Kakra. Me insurance so for phone to recording. Na record. Near man. Let me say what I want to say is say it is not just enough to control the negative side of a relationship and end up with a good enough marriage. Yeah, me person o negatives no. Na would to me see no because the negatives no na a dinnioma bebre baware no. It is not just enough. And yet enough. Instead, by really making the positives count, you can have a great marriage. Oh, my positive not count. And yet it's not just put away the negatives and then we will have a good relationship. But sit down and make it count. So that's not and realize that. And your man and your bad sao. Abrabono ni fie no say and your bad sa. Because after all, otumiye say, and your bad sao. And no nebema efie no asesa. When we become positive minded, when we think of the good side of life, your partner no the omode boa, let that count. Sine say, onim komodi ni chese what you mean say wankasa ho eno nko stress than say otumi huhuru nkukuom otumi yese bua. Because when you have all these positives, and I feel no one so handle lack of communication, and I say when you good or communication, now one so what to boa say I handle honor, I'm an so a hard work. And yes, I would obey and I was slam a goony paniso, and I won't come and I just say. When you have so many things to be happy about. You have so many things as a woman, no influence. So please make the positives count. Inyame yadawase anopay. Yes, Rose boy. Ye nipa. yɛntimi nya wadwene ne bi. Every say, yeah, Radi Yesu Christo Ubasa says on the Bible say, you looked for the joy ahead. Enijiena eda wanimuno. And na will endure the cross. What it means in any say, you looked at the positives. Say akre bibesisa. Say me nuanum yasafo ma yebesisa. Enunti udi anigye so asendua. Abra wo sua asendua no de. Ya ye ne bonyefo. Na papa bi antimi mfiri yemu. Nanso wo hwe de wo animu no hunu se. Yebesisa. Enti ho anigye no ma wotumi esoa ne soa no ewudi mai. Erade boy ma yenso yensew. Na yenso yentumi hunu se fie no. Anigye bebre wo mu a eno betumi aboa na ya endure than say. Yemma the negatives no breaking apart. Na a set stage for so many things any kwansenka esie. Awarabia shall son of pay. Yet the Yahoo show ni so as Buanes is from negativity to positivity. Now, not just being positive, but letting the positive count. Yeah, my positive, no, I cancel out the negatives, no, very important. And so, yeah, the negatives, not cancel all the good things, away your partners. Yes, ye fear. Yes, ye bushia. Yes, ye suffer. We try ye. Amen.